How's it going, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today we have a new knife to check out coming in from QSP. While we're diving in, let us know down in the comments what your EDC is for today. Now, I don't know a ton about this knife. I actually didn't know it existed, so I think it might be fairly new for QSP. It's called the Hornbill. I think it's been out for a little bit, but I think it's a fairly new model in their lineup. And it's not going to be quite in the budget range. I think it's going to be a little bit more expensive than their kind of $50 range. And you're going to see why here in a moment. So we are looking at blue shredded carbon fiber handles here. And that is some really good looking stuff. The camera can only do it so much justice. We'll try to get it in some light there, but that is some good looking stuff. You have this ripple effect here, and we're going to be looking at S35 VN for our handle or our blade steel, and then this has a stone wash finish. Love that blade shape, that nice low drop point blade in comparison to that pivot there, or in relation to that pivot. It is staying nice and low. We have a couple ways to deploy this thing with the cutout, studs, and front flipper. It is perfectly centered up there. Detent feels good on that opening action. And we have a nice large choil there. That'll allow you to choke up right behind that edge. We'll check this blade stock here in a moment and see what it looks like. But it looks pretty thin. Pretty comfortable in hand, good size. Why don't we go ahead and get an accurate measurement on this thing, and we'll show off that pocket clip here in a minute. 7.5 inches overall, 2 7/8 of cutting edge, and then 3 1/4 of total blade. A couple of comparisons, the Vosteed Raccoon up top and the Kaiser Drop Bear on the bottom. You'll see it's right in line with both of those. And the Kaiser Mini Mystic up top and the Kaiser Militol on the bottom. That's the full-size Militol, and that's quite a bit bigger. Going to be right in line with the Mini Mystic size, though. We'll take a look at this pocket clip here, and we're actually looking at milled titanium here. And it is going to be right-hand carry only on this model. Good retention on the way in there, and that'll look good in the pocket. It's a nice short milled clip, and it's not just a basic milled clip. I'd say it's a step above that, but it looks good. It looks clean in the pocket. You'll have a little bit poking out there, but that'll give you a nice amount of surface area to go ahead and pull the knife out of the pocket. Very well done. I do wish they would have included the option for left-hand carry, put a little filler tab there. It's basically set up for it. But lefties, you're used to it, aren't you? You'll have to let us know down in the comments. So not only did I get some new batteries for my calipers, but I also bought a new scale and we bought new calipers as well. So let's get a weight on this thing. I think we got some tools here that'll give us actual accurate readings now. So we're at 3.8, and not that the other ones didn't, but these are going to be much more expensive, probably stupidly expensive actually, but we're going to get accurate readings nonetheless. So 3.8 ounces on this guy here, and that is not too shabby. And we'll bring out our new calipers here, and these are going to work very, very good. Let's go ahead and check this blade stock here and see what we are looking at. So we're at about 120 thousandths there on the blade stock. We'll check the behind the edge thickness as well. And we're looking at about 16 thousandths, which is not too bad right there. That's coming down pretty thin, I would say. And then as far as our handle thickness here, we'll go ahead and check that. And we're looking at 0.56 for our handle thickness people out there. You'll have to let me know. You happy that we got some new tools here? I know I am. These things are going to be nice and accurate for us going forward. So let's see what kind of edge we're working with coming on this Hornbill here. You'll have to let me know what you guys think of this Hornbill. I think I love QSP. They quietly do really good. They don't quite put out a ton of knives every month like some companies do, but the knives that they put out are very solid. 2024 was a great year for them. This is a nice cutter right here. Nice and thin. Comes down nice and thin as well. Cuts really good. Got that high flat. Yeah, cuts really, really well. We do have really good access to our liner there, and they do jimp that off, so that'll be easy to get to, grab a hold of, and disengage this thing. We do have jimping up here on the front flipper, and we can do the reach around on this thing. Index rollover, that'll be easy, and then the thumb rollover, that'll be easy as well. The detent is tuned nicely. You can use those studs as leverage with that cutout, or you can just use the cutout or just the studs. You can kind of do a combination of whichever, similar to the 80-20.5 cutout and stud combo there. Very comfortable in this little poon area, kind of a harpoon drop point. A very low drop point. Love that blade shape. You'll have to let me know what's your favorite blade shape for your normal EDC. We'll go ahead and check this lock here. The lockup looks pretty good, about 30%, and our blade is nicely centered. Not going to have any detent lash. Pivot lash, there is none, and there's no lock rock either. Up and down, and none side to side. I do notice that the liner just moved, though. You see that when I was fiddling with the, yeah, if I kind of pull back on it, I can get it to move. That might be an issue with this particular knife right here. Let me check this here. Oh, maybe it didn't move a whole lot. Maybe I'm just seeing things. I think I did get it to move a little bit because yeah, you see it sticking there? Let's see if that causes any issues. There's no movement in there, and it's not sticking, so, and it's not failing. Good. That is good, and there's no lock stick. I guess it isn't moving a whole lot. I think my imagination was playing with me a little bit there, but it did get a little bit of stick. But that could be oil, debris, that could be anything in there. You all to let me know, what do you think of the new QSP Hornbill here? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this type of content, make sure you subscribe. I release videos just like this every day. I'll put a couple of new videos up. Go check one of them out. Have an awesome day. I will catch you on the next one.